What a response from Wemby. He finished with 27 points, 17 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 blocks in the Game 5 win versus the Timberwolves, 126-97. Julius Randle continues to struggle from the field, shooting 6 for 17, but here's the NBC crew reacting to the Game 5.
The Spurs laying on the hammer to the Minnesota Timberwolves, and Victor Wembanyama really coming back and making a difference in this game. We can go back to the first 6 minutes because I keep pointing to it. He had 16 points, guys, and 5 rebounds. Before we looked up, he was sitting down on the bench, and he had already made a statement, VC.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. I mean, this is your star player taking onus, and he said, yes, I put you guys in a situation where I was not available. This is how I make up for it. The first 6 minutes, I'm going to put my imprint on the game, and we're going to roll from there, and they never look back.
Never look back.
This was the first 6 minutes was Wemby's public apology to the team, right?
I like that.
I like that, Mel.
That was a public apology to the team, and I think the team. I think he came out wanting to really set that tone. Like I don't like what happened. I don't like what I did. I don't like the scrutiny that's coming with this. I'm a basketball player first, and this is playoff basketball, and I'm going to set the tone in these first 6 minutes. And his team followed them, and it was great to see tonight.
It was great to see him. He took over this game. I mean, the skill set was on display from him putting the ball on the floor, getting downhill, stretching the floor, defensively. Everything that a basketball player could do in a game, he did it. All the good stuff. So, again, he just put his imprint all over this game. And like Mel say, those first 6 minutes, man, he let it be known that I apologize to my team and to this organization, and I got us from this point on.
Yeah.
Can we give some love to Keldon Johnson?
Let's do it.
Big time.
21 points off the bench for Keldon Johnson. The most he's ever scored in a playoff game is 11 points. He's in his 7th season, but he was huge, full of energy, added exactly what they needed off the bench.
That's it. He found his way, 8 for 11. I mean, just efficient, continued to attack. Early, he didn't see the ball go in, but he was still in attack mode. And how do you do that? Go rebound, make plays, hustle plays, run the floor. And he started just to see the ball go in. 21 points. I mean, they had 49 points off the bench, and he had almost half of them just with his energy and effort.
68 points in the paint.
To
36.
And that's, that's where I was going. I'll tell you what he did. Like, because he's been struggling with his shot a little bit. He got into that paint. He used his muscle, right? He applied that pressure. And it looked like he understood that this is a very physical series. I need to apply that. I need to be physical, because the way he was getting downhill and getting to that paint and using his body to finish, he had it on his mind too. Yes.
Mr. Sixth Man of the Year, by the way, Keldon Johnson, doing exactly what he's done all season long, applying it to the playoffs as well. Okay, so if you're Minnesota, let's take a moment and think, where do we go from here, T-Mac? Obviously, you're going back home, so that's great. You have pulled off some victories there, but what do you have to do and change the tone of this series?
Well, it's the tale of real two teams, right? When I watch Minnesota, I watch an indecisive team. I watch, it's not fluid to me. It's all over the place. When you watch the Spurs, it is well-oiled. They're very decisive. They're very deliberate in where they want to go with the ball. Minnesota, on the other hand, it's all over the place. It's sporadic. So for me, it's like, if Ant-Man is not having a good game, who's going to step up for Ant-Man? And we haven't figured out who that guy is consistently. We know who can step up for San Antonio. And like I said, just Minnesota, we don't know.
And Dylan Harper step up. We've seen Stephon Castle step up. And it's almost like Ant-Man has to have a great game.
He has to have a great game because we don't even know who his number 2 is. It's Julius Randle's supposed to be his number 2. In this series, he hasn't performed like it, and I think it has to be him.
What do you think, Mel?
I'm just looking at Julius Randle. You know, when we talked about who is Ant's number 2, that's just unacceptable. And I think he's settling too much. He's overthinking the game. If you look back at the conference finals last year with Julius Randle, he was aggressive. He was downhill. He was physical. He was playing out the double teams. He was passing. He was just a confident player. I don't see that same confidence in Julius right now. To me, it's like he's thinking too much in the game of basketball.
With a player struggling from shooting three-pointers, right? Because for me, Minnesota has to make threes to beat them.
Wemby is 7%.
Right. Wemby is protecting that paint, rightfully so. So you have to knock down threes. But for Julius Randle, like there's so many other areas where he can be effective and he's not utilizing that. And I hope he's watching film with his coach or with whoever their player personnel or whoever he's watching film with to be able to break down certain areas where he can actually impact the game for himself to build a confidence. Because yes, he could stretch the floor and he could keep Wemby honest, right? Keeping him away from the basket. So he has to find that way.
It was just game 5. Obviously, I'm going to be excited. I'm going to have butterflies, So excitement is not something abnormal at this point in the playoffs.
I think there was a lot that's happened in the last 48 hours in the last game. And I think that young man came out tonight and played in a variety of ways, in a variety of situations, not just in terms of his production, was extremely mature.
Tonight, some of the stuff that Wemby was doing, you don't really have too much of an answer for it. Just kind of hope he misses. But he came out high, he made a bunch of shots.
Perk, last night after the game, you took to X and said this of Wemby, already the greatest defender that I have seen with my own 2 eyes. Ooh. Just saying. So defend your claim to those people who do not see what you see.
Well, one, first of all, good morning. Second of all, he's already the most dominant player in the game of basketball. And when you think of dominant players, you think of them being dominant offensively, paint points, snatching the screws out the rim. But what he's doing defensively, I have never seen this. I believe he had 3 blocks last night. It felt like he had 10. The way he anchors that defense and is able to cover up space, I've never seen nothing like it. On top of that, he has so much of a presence in the middle that he allows his guards and perimeter players to be able to apply a huge amount of pressure. So if you're Minnesota or you're any opponent playing against the San Antonio Spurs, you have to be ready to take tough, contested threes and 2-point shots out the paint because you're not driving to the basket on him. He's already the best shot blocker I've seen, but it's a special thing when you're able to go up and challenge a shot and use the other hand wide air to take away passes. I have never seen anything like that in my entire basketball life. Can anybody tell Julius Randle that the playoffs has officially started? That you're in a brawl for it all with the San Antonio Spurs, the team that won 60 games this season? I mean, damn, bro. At some point, when are you going to find a way to get yourself going and be efficient? When are you going to start playing some high-level, high IQ basketball offensively? When are you going to impact the game on the defensive side? You're too versatile. You can slide your feet. You move well. You're athletic. He has not put his fingerprints on this game since game 1. Anthony Edwards is doing everything that he possibly can on 2 hurt knees. He needs his Robin to step up. Julius Randle has to come out in game 6 and impose his will on both ends of the floor. He has to be that Robin for Anthony Edwards.